Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ibrahim Usman and Apple just finished at the WWDC event and I have to say it was a spectacular event. From my software engineering background, the main announcement that caught my attention was the one of the system on chip. Do you know these guys were running, I'm a software engineer and I'm also a filmmaker. So I do understand what it is for your device to be having 4K playback with no lag, for your video to be having complete 4K playback with no lag on an iPad processor. That is some amazing work Apple has done there. And I can't help but think that those devices are actually going to be cheaper, and it's expected for them to be cheaper than Intel-based devices. So this might actually be the first time I'm considering getting a Mac. I've been using Windows. I use the HP Omen 2018. But right now, I've been due to get a Mac because I'm also an Android developer, and I know technically working on Mac is supposed to help. And most of my friends that code on Mac feel like Apple is a better platform to code on. And with other things, with me being a filmmaker, color accurate display, and the rest of the advantage that comes with you using the Mac device, I know you can get most of them on Windows, but Mac just feels like a complete package with less stress based on the experiences of my friend. But I'm a Windows-based user and I've always used Windows, so that has been my primary device. But right now, I love technology, so I want to use Apple new ARM processors, their new system on chip. I'm a video creator, so I want to have a cheap device that does video editing for me so I can use my Windows device for something else. Like, I do work with sensitive information, so I would like to have a dedicated device I use for my YouTube channel, and another one I can still use my Windows for those other work that requires sensitive information. And at the same time, this device actually got me very interested in Apple products. So far, I've just been waiting for new devices. I've been using my Note 9. I feel I'm due for a new smartphone, and I've been considering getting the Note 20. But there are some concerns that I recently started having, and it has to do with privacy. These days, like I mentioned, I do work with sensitive data, so I do tend to worry, how secure is my Windows? How secure is my Android phone? I know they're quite secure. I do know a lot about it, but most of the cases from my environment has been coming from Windows and Android-based users. So I am comfortable, but at the same time, I'm someone not really comfortable. And I don't mind moving to iOS if that is a more secure platform. So anything that I have or anything that's been announced that has to do with security, I am really interested in it. And so far, it seems Apple is actually taking a win because I really like a lot of the security features that they've been announcing. One that has to do with the Safari browser. I know Safari browser is not like the greatest browser, but I'm willing to give this one a try because of most of all the security features. Like, you can disable specific extension and enable them for only specific websites. That was great for me. I do know some extensions that I use that I don't want them having access across all the websites I go on. To prevent me from rambling throughout this video, I have a book that I wrote all the things that they've announced so far, and I'm going to be using that to structure this video. This video is basically going to be about me discussing features of which I like from this WWDC event, and the first one I'm going to be talking about is the pop-up call notification that has finally been introduced into iOS 14. That feature has been available for Android for years, but Apple still found a way to make it look as if they're like the first people to think about it. But still, it's a welcomed addition, and I am happy that they've added it now to iOS 14. That used to annoy me a lot. I used the iPhone X for a while, for like a year, and that used to annoy me before I moved to my Note 9. I've had a better experience on my Note 9 because of the bigger screen, Android flexibility for sending and sharing, the integration it had with other devices that I have. But still, the call notification pop-up is really welcome. This is one of the things that has plagued Apple users for a very long time, and I'm actually happy that they finally fixed that. It seems the maps have actually been redesigned. They tried to make it sound as if the maps was the best experience you'd have for navigation, but which is not true. Here in Nigeria, it pretty much does not work, and I hope now it will actually work. If it does work, I'm willing to give it a try. Another thing that I found really interesting is the hand washing notification that I showed on the Apple Watch. That's actually pretty cool. I think there's just one thing missing so far that I don't know if it has it yet. Like if it can track how much you wash your hands, I feel that would really be pretty useful. Again, based on where I work, and I come into contact with elevators, different kinds of things, and I would like to have that peace of mind that if I haven't washed my hands in a very long time, by the time I get home, I would get that notification. I will be able to see it on my phone. So if that's included, that is actually quite compelling for me. Now that Apple has made their home kits open source, I'm sure a lot of developers would have access to it, and they will be able to use it. They will be able to bring a lot more devices to the whole Apple home experience. So that's a welcome addition. For Apple TV, it's pretty much the same Apple TV. It's pretty much the same TV you get from any other video streaming service. You get your exclusive shows, but you get games attached to it. The one thing that I really liked about it is the fact that they include the Xbox adaptive controller for people with disabilities. It's always nice to see when big companies like this take into consideration people with disabilities, and I'm happy that they're bringing more people into gaming. They announced the new operating system, Big Sur, with new icon. Makes it a little bit more simple to navigate, more friendly, more eye-pleasing. It makes the operating system look more like a phone, but it's not really a bad thing. If it helps the user experience, it's quite welcome, and it is something that I'll be interested in using or seeing the way it works. And now for the part that busts my brain, the Apple system on chip. Like, I don't know if this is what happened, but these guys were running Final Cut, have a 4K video playback with zero lag. They even added filters onto it, and it still played with zero lag. Like, it's actually quite impressive because the thing is running on an iPad processor. Like, I know iPad processors are quite powerful, but for it to play back 4K without any lag like that has to be some good coding on Apple's part. That operating system, that system on chip must handle optimization very, very well. And they made this announcement that you're trying to go with low power. So if you have a low power consuming devices that can handle 4K editing, that's, to me, that's like really impressive, because if I'm buying a device, for me personally, I am going to be gaming on the PS5. I'm a console gamer. I don't game that much on PC, even though the devices would handle gaming. But I would not be buying any other computer for gaming. I would strictly be buying a computer for video editing, media consumption. That is pretty much it. My computers that have handled my work just fine. So if I'm getting a computer, it's going to be for me, and that is what I care about. And for that, to be honest, Apple is looking like this. Their Mac OS with this new system on chip is looking like the perfect device for me. It just needs to be good enough to handle 4K editing. I don't know how smooth it will be once you've added a lot of effects, a lot of editing, multiple clips onto it. But from what I've seen so far, for the workload that I have, like, my videos don't usually have a lot of aspects to it. It is pretty amazing. I am not going to lie. I am quite impressed with those system on chip. And they did announce other stuff like making your different OS, TV OS, Watch OS open beta, so people have access to it and can develop for it, which is really cool. This WWDC was quite impressive. But for me personally, that system on chip was a great event, Apple. I am very excited for your new devices. And that is the end of this video. Glad you're watching. My name is Ibrahim Usman. Please, if you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And I will catch you in the next one. I know I've been gone for over 2 months. I did not have any device to review. That was pretty much where I was going. That was pretty much where I was going. But I had to think through my channel and decide that if it's not feasible for me to wait until I get devices before I start making videos, and this whole pandemic taught me a lesson. As much as I had a plan to get quite a few devices that I could review, the pandemic just really made everyone change plans. And because of that, if I want to be making content, I have to like change or evolve my content. But still, I would not just be jumping on any news I see on the internet if I don't have that device. Still, this is going to be a review channel, a tech review channel. But if I do see videos like this, which I'm genuinely interested in, I will make a video about it and put it on my channel. And if you like that, please leave a like. If you like this video, please leave a comment. If you want anything, if there's anything you actually want me to do videos about, please tell me in the comment section and I will do my best to do that. So it's your boy Ibrahim Usman, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.